Hello, welcome back to another episode of Marriage, Money, and Faith. In this episode, we're going to have a brief conversation about social injustice or inequality.
Ready to begin?
Yes.
Let's begin.
Marriage, Money, and Faith.
Improving and strengthening marriages, finances, and faith through honest conversations.
Welcome back to another episode of Marriage, Money, and Faith. And I am Johnise.
I am John, and this episode is brought to you by Bagaynefproductions for all your event needs. From wedding to concert, Bagaynefproductions got you covered. Also, check us out on Fiverr. We are doing voiceover, so check us out right there on Fiverr. So in this conversation, we are going to have a brief conversation about social injustice and inequality.
Yeah.
So let's begin.
Yes. So it's just, what the topic is saying is that you're being treated different because of your skin color, of how you look. Keep in mind, we all got children, and it's sad that we have to be in judge.
Yeah, I mean, it is really heartbroken to have to explain to your 5-year-old what's going on around the world. Why are people frustrated? Why are people protesting? And what's going on? And it's really frustrating to have to sit down and explain to your 5-year-old what's happening, at the same time seeing the same thing happening over and over and over again. It's kind of like a nightmare. We're reliving the same thing over and over again. And really, I don't think things are going to change immediately. But at least we could begin to have a conversation about what's going on today.
Yeah, so it's important to have those conversations. And when you're having dinner, even with your kids, meaning that, like, what's the age? Preschool.
Right. It's going to be tough. Like, what age should you tell your kids, or should you have that talk about your kid, with your kids about social injustice? And I thought, at some point I thought, in the teens, the 13s and 12, but obviously with what's going on, it's, you're going to have to talk about it now, because your kids keep asking you, Daddy, why are people protesting? And I have to explain what protesting means, and why are people upset? And I have to explain why people are upset. And it's tough.
Yeah, so the goal is to have it talk on the table. It don't matter what race you are, what background you have, is just to have it an open discussion about different skin, why we should treat people equally, not treating people different because of how they look or your skin color.
Absolutely. And again, it's really time to have that conversation. Like I said, I don't expect things to change overnight.
Yes.
But let's begin to have that conversation.
So I would like for me or my kids or anybody to be judged based on your character, based on what you do, not what you look like. So I feel like there's injustice everywhere.
Yep.
The supermarket, at your job, there's all type of injustice. So it's good to have those conversations. I do hope that the next generation don't have to go through this phase anymore.
Absolutely.
Enough is enough.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's exactly what I was going to say. Enough is enough. I think we've seen enough to do something about it. I think we are now seeing people actually say, it's time to do something about it. Like I said, I don't expect things to change today, but hopefully in the future, it's a better world. It's a better country for my daughters, for the next generation. But right now, it's really, regardless of what your skin color is, can we just have an open dialogue, an open conversation about what's going on and the necessary step that we can take to start addressing those issues? We can't ignore it, we can't keep ignoring it.
No.
As you can see, it's been ignored over and over and again, and we see what happens. So it is time to start having that conversation. And again, it's even tougher to have to explain to you kids, when we obviously, as Haitian American, when we first come to this country, we dealt with certain things, and over time, because of our age, we thought, hey, you know what, we'll just have to deal with it right now.
Yes.
But later on, it will get better. Obviously, there hasn't been any changes. It's the same thing.
It get worse.
It's getting worse.
Yes.
And it's sad. It's very frustrated. And the message we have for everyone out there is that, we all created, in God's image.
Yeah.
And everyone has the right to be treated equally, no matter what.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. Everyone is looking for fairness.
Yes.
And everywhere. So, and again, we're not gonna drag this conversation longer, but we just want to tell you, or to start having this conversation with your friends.
Yes.
With your families, even with your coworkers. I understand that this topic is hard and uncomfortable to talk about, but somebody's got to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to have that open conversation about it, since it's uncomfortable and it needs to be discussed so we can be a better citizen.
Absolutely.
Treat each other better. If you don't like something, you say it, and you see something's wrong, we all talk about it, and then not just talk, but make some changes.
Absolutely.
So we can go forward.
Absolutely. We want to go forward. So that is quickly what we wanted to share with everything that's going on. We just want to take a moment to address this, and I mean 2020 has been I can't even find the words to explain.
No words. But we just got every time you turn around, somebody dying.
It's
Wakanda
forever.
Yes.
That's another shocker. I mean, this year is to be honest, I'm ready for this year to be done already.
Yes.
Just so I can move on to 2021, because 2020 has been you can fill in the blank. So
well, it's been eye-opening for us to change.
Absolutely.
To have different view. So 2020, like it says, better vision. So God is opening our eyes. So hopefully we change for better, not for worse, better, because we got that 2020 vision.
Absolutely, especially with social media. Now that brings us things, in seconds. Now social media is able to capture everything. So, it's tough, but that's what we're living in, and
yes.
It's gonna be tough. But anyway, we just wanted to share our opinion with you guys, and hopefully, also Johnise will be telling you a quick little poem that she wrote based on what's going on today. That we hope that you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of Marriage, Money and Faith.
Yes.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Hi everybody. I just want to let you know what's going on in the world. I just want to say that you are loved and invaluable. We are made in the perfect image of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. Plans to give us hope and a brighter future. But society seems to think otherwise. Being judged by my skin color instead of my character. My brother and sisters, you are in love and valuable. Amen.
All right, in this episode, we are going to take a brief conversation.
Welcome back to another episode of Marriage, Money, and Faith.
A word of encouragement. You are loved and valuable.